Thanks a lot.
Moving on, 0x People, a platform dedicated to social networking in the on-chain world, has raised its strategic funding round led by Alliance AO, Anagram and Peak 15 partners for an undisclosed amount. The proceeds will be used to enhance product, grow the team and advance the company's mission of being the on-the-go-to on-chain social networking platform. Founded in August 2022, 0x People is a next-generation social network designed specifically for crypto natives. Joining me now to discuss this further is Venkateswara Rao, the CTO of 0x People. Venkateswara, thank you so much for joining us on, Startup Street today. First up, you've raised a strategic round of funding and you've not disclosed how much. So can you tell us how much you've raised?
Obviously not. So it's a strategic round where, we did not raise it just for the sake of money. We raised it so that we are firstly a completely bootstrapped company. So we raised it so that people can spread word of mouth and we can build, create a trust element with our user base basically.
All right. So bootstrapped up until now. Yeah, and you've raised these funds to sort of, put your name out there as well. But, before we talk about what you're going to do with these funds that you've raised, tell us about what it is that you do. You're a social network designed specifically for crypto natives, right? So what is it that you have on offer? What's the tech advantage?
Yeah, so as you said, we are trying to build a deep tech company where transactions that are happening on crypto are easily human readable to our users. They're very complex to understand for a regular user. So we are making it extremely easy for a user to understand what is happening on crypto. And they should just be able to come on to 0x People and understand what's hot on crypto and what are their friends doing. We're making it extremely easy for a regular user to be a part of crypto.
Right. So you're helping people understand how the crypto world works in a sense and how you can invest in all of that. If you could give us a sense of the number of users you have on the platform and what's the kind of growth you've seen so far and what are the benefits for your users? But do you sort of work like a wallet for crypto assets?
So no, we are not a wallet company. So people will have their own wallets, they will connect with their wallets and then they'll come onto our product and they'll be able to monitor what assets they have and they can follow their friends. We automatically detect who their friends are from various social graphs Twitter and other consumer crypto products and show what they're doing in a feed format, right? So and our current user base, we have around 3,200 users. We are growing very slowly so that we can build a culture inside the company. For social network, the most important thing is to have the right culture. We can just open the gates and but then we will not be able to retain them. So for us, retention is one of the key metrics that we try to push every single day. So yeah, and especially in crypto, where there are a lot of bots and stuff, people can come in and spoil the experience for the good users. So we have a very rigorous onboarding and so that we grow organically and have a very good culture inside the product. So as for the offering, as I said, people can follow what their friends are doing and understand what is happening on chain. They can track their assets. We want to be the homepage of Web3 basically. So yeah.
Right, absolutely. So, you're trying to build a culture there for the crypto, for people who trade in crypto. But how do you plan to use the funds that you've raised? What new products or offerings do you hope to launch with the money that you've raised? And will all crypto assets soon be able to be tracked on your platform? Because right now there are only a few that can be tracked, right?
Yeah. So obviously, the wallets that you add, those you can track fully. So we support multiple ecosystems like EVM, Solana and stuff. But yeah, as for the funds, what do we do with the funds? So we are integrating more features. One thing where we're trying to focus more on is as we are a social network, so social network are meant to have a feed. So we're trying to make the feed as interesting as possible, as conversation worthy as possible, so that people get the dopamine hit. They want to they want to make good comments on transactions that are happening and they want to grow their follower base. So that's some of our funds we are allocating there, improving our feed experience. And apart from that, we are building some new features also, an embedded wallet. So we're trying to create a own wallet of ourselves where people can not just talk about the transactions, but also interact with the transactions. Like, let's say you see your friend buying something in crypto, so you can just do it in one click, kind of thing. So
Right.
yeah, that is another place where allocating some of our funds, and like rest of the funds are mostly like um, running the team and infra.
Absolutely. And if you could tell us in 30 seconds, you only launched in 2022. So what's the revenue model? What's the monetization strategy? And what have you clocked so far?
Yeah. So actually, like currently we're not generating any revenue. Like as per all social medias, like initially it's more about like having a high retention machine where like people who are coming in are just stuck in our platform. Like basically they are using it repeatedly. So that is when like once we have critical mass, that is when like we'll monetize the attention of the users that we have. Like there are multiple ways we can do that. Like the traditional way, or how all the social media does it, is like by advertisements.
Right.
So we can be the place where people will figure out or like learn about new apps that are launching in crypto, and funds or like money can flow through us to them. So
Right.
we can that is how like we plan to monetize eventually. Like so, yeah. Currently, like monetization is not something we are fully focusing on. Like for us, the key metric is like the retention. Like we want to retain our users, and that is how like all social media does it.
Yeah.
So
So
yeah, we have like some short-term plans, but
right.
yeah.
So
The long
absolutely.
term.
So right now, retention is key and monetization is what you're looking at down the road. But Venkateswara,
Yeah.
we're completely out of time. But thank you so much for being here with us on Startup Street.
Cool. Thanks a lot.
And moving on, it's been